Hey guys. All right, so I had to delete the last, moving up, I had to delete the last scope that I did like 2 minutes ago. It was super choppy. Hey, Salvatore. It was super duper choppy. And I couldn't even understand what I was seeing. It was like, Yes, so I'm gonna have to do it. Thank you. I'm gonna have to do it again. I'm gonna try and keep it as short as possible because I don't like long scopes and I don't want, thank you. I don't want the purpose of the scope to be. Do I sound choppy? Let me know if I sound choppy. I don't want to sound choppy. That was the first time I sounded choppy. Okay, awesome. I am good. Yes. So, hey Bill, the I can hear you clear. Awesome. Thank you. You don't speak English? Well, you're on a great platform to learn to learn English. So that's great. Um, yeah, so what kind of, hey Vizio, are you Native American? I do have Native American in me. Is it evident? Can you see it? If you can, you can tell. That's interesting because some people actually can't tell. So, in my complexion, is that what it is? In my hair? It's that evident, huh? Yes, I do have Native American in me, as well as other things, other cultures as well. So yeah, what kinds of conversations are you having? This conversation, I was going to say this chat, this conversation is more about what kind of conversations are you having that essentially will lead you to your tribe or lead you to the people that you want to be surrounded by. And most people are so mixed nowadays, you can't just say a person may be Indian, etc. But he hit the nail on the head. He actually did, so that's interesting. Thank you so much, Almedin. Yeah, so what kind of conversations are you having? You want to really sit and think about your circle of friends, your circle of business associates, and what kind of conversations that you're having on a daily basis. If you want to be surrounded by people that are going to lift you up, people that are authentic, people that are genuine, then you need to have conversations for yourself that are as authentic and genuine as possible. And you just need to be you. And those people will be attracted to who you are and the types of conversations that you are having. If you find that you are surrounded by a lot of negative people and a lot of people that aren't helping to lift you up, aren't going to support you, and you're wondering why you're surrounded by these people, check your conversations. Because if you're joining in on conversations with them that are not productive and they don't support the foundation of your friendship or your business, and you hear my niece crying, then you need to check your conversations because it's all rooted within yourself and what comes out of yourself, the thoughts that you have and the words that you speak. You're surrounded by idiots. Check your conversation, check your thoughts, because once you straighten out your thoughts in your conversation, then you're not going to want to be surrounded by those people. Hi, my brother. He's named Tunke. If you can say hello, Tunke, I will be happy. Thanks, dear. You guys are so funny. Yeah, so what kind of conversations? Absolutely. Thank you. Makes a lot of sense. Yes. What kinds of conversations are you having? And I'm looking at my notes here because I wrote a lot of stuff. Is it leading you and guiding you to your purpose? You hear my niece? She's going nuts. Is it surrounding you with your tribe and authentic people, or is it drawing bad energy and shifting good intentions toward unfruitful conversations and to the wrong people? So you want to think about that. Whatever conversations you're having, whatever thoughts you're having, because first it starts here and then it flows out of your mouth. And people have to remember, and I don't know if too many people know this, but they have to understand that the words that flow out of your mouth are really projected by the breath of life. So you really want to utilize each breath that you take, that you're using to anchor the words that come out of your mouth, you want them to be as positive as possible, because the breath is life. And if the breath is life and it's ushering words that are coming out of your mouth, you want them to be words that are going to have weight. And you want them to be words that are going to spark, all I can think about is replication. They're going to spark fruitful replication in other people, you know. They're going to sow good seeds, you know. If the breath is life and you're using it to anchor your words, imagine if you're constantly speaking negative things and you're constantly speaking, hold on, and you're constantly speaking negative things toward people. You are speaking life to negative situations. It seems like the people I'm around change every 5 years because of my self-growth. That's absolutely fine. But you have to keep within yourself and know within yourself that you are going to be on this journey. And if the people shift and change, that's okay, because they're not meant to be with you on this journey that you're going on, you know? Now I got to take care of this little girl. What happened?
Are you periscoping right now?
I am periscoping.
She's sleepy.
She's sleepy?
Yeah, and you're periscoping in her room.
I am, because I love her. Because I love her. What's the matter? What's the matter, honey?
She threw all the food on the floor.
What's the matter, honey?
She's nasty right now.
Okay. Bye.
Hi.
Leave her with me. Hi, Tim. She's having a moment. She is having a moment. This is when I like to put on... Yes, she has an iPad. Do you believe this little girl? Wrong one. Okay, here we go. This is when I like to put on chimes for her because she's sleepy. So I'll put on some chimes for her and she'll go right to sleep sometimes. All right, so I'm going to continue talking about what kind of conversations you're having, because those conversations that you're having, they really need to be... Here we go. How do I skip this ad? Here we go. Awesome sauce. There we go. Now you're going to hear chimes in the background. She's gorgeous, and all kids have an iPad nowadays. Okay, because I was feeling really, really bad about that. Can you hear the chimes? Hey, SoCal. Yeah, so you need to check your conversations. You need to think about the conversations that you're having. Is that our baby? Tim, you are funny. Yeah, it is a parent's helper. iPads are invaluable now. But yeah, if the word, if the breath is the breath of life and you're using it to anchor words that are negative, you are speaking negative things into your life. You are speaking negative people. You are holding down and sustaining those negative situations in your life. People are more busy with others, never looking at themselves. Yeah, absolutely. You know, especially when it comes to those situations, you're always thinking, I need a better city. I need a better group of friends. I need a better this. I need a better that. How about speaking into the now? How about speaking the positive? I am most at fault. I think we all are. You know, I tend to do that as well, especially in relationships. That happens. But, you know, it's important to really understand that the conversations that you have... Okay, I just pulled something out of my sports bra. The conversations that you have will attract people, attract the right people or the wrong people, and they will repel people, whether they're the right people or the wrong people. So you really want to check the conversations that you're having, and you want to understand that if the breath is the breath of life, which of course we all know that it is because we're breathing, if the breath is the breath of life, then the words that are anchored to that breath, you really want them to start replicating fruitful things, fruitful situations, fruitful friends. We need a modern, tolerant world Well, in order to create a modern, tolerant world, we need to become tolerant, patient, and positive people, and just very steady, very even. Yes, you're right, and I really need to move out. That's my life. That's my life, absolutely. I'm a firm believer that words are powerful and you can speak things into existence. You can absolutely speak things into existence. If, like I said, and I know this is a fact, the breath is life, right? The breath is life, and you're speaking words that are anchored by the breath, then those words have to be life-giving words that are positive. It begins with education. It does, and I believe that education really begins within yourself. You have to really take some time to know yourself and take some time to meditate. When I say meditate, I mean just sit by yourself. Who are you when you're alone? You have to know that. Sit by yourself and have that dialogue between you and your creator, you and God, you and the universe. You need to understand that part, and that's the best and biggest education that you can ever have, so that when you walk through this maze of life, you won't walk with blinders on, you know. And when you try to create your world and you're looking to create your situations and your surroundings, you'll have more clarity behind them. You'll have more wisdom behind them, and you'll understand that you need to anchor your words with the breath of life, and those anchored words have to be positive, because that is what's going to create a refreshing and positive group of friends, a refreshing and positive situation and situations. Hey, Keisha girl, I had to delete the last scope because it was choppy. I want nothing better but that education. I sit with myself, and sometimes it does. Yes, it definitely does, but it's a process, and you have to really honor that process, and you have to allow that process time, because it's not instant. It takes days and weeks and months and years, and sometimes people don't want to go through that, but you have to go through that because it's a stripping process. But that's another scope that I'm going to do tonight about transformation and the transformation process, and that it's a healing process. And the biggest thing about the transformation process is that it happens in the dark. You have so many people talking right now about stepping into the light, being light. She better be sleeping. Stepping into the light, being light, honoring the light. But there's not enough people that talk about the darkness. There's not enough people that talk about the dark places, you know. And I really think that's important, because your transformation happens in the dark. Your cleansing happens in the dark. Your nice talking to you. Have to go. Kisses from Turkey. Nice talking to you too. Amazing. Your transformation happens in the dark. Your healing happens in the dark. Your cleansing happens in the dark. Your stripping happens in the dark. You need those dark places in order to transform. It's kind of like the figurativeness of the caterpillar and the butterfly. Everyone talks about the metamorphosis of the caterpillar and the butterfly. But what happens? The caterpillar starts to transform in the darkness with his eyes closed when he's transforming. All of that happens in the dark, and you have to walk through those dark places, and you have to honor yourself in those dark places, and you have to respect the dark places. And a lot of people don't want to do that, and a lot of people don't even want to look at it. But it is where the most important things of your life shift and transform and metamorphosize, and whatever you want to call it. It's where it all happens. It's where you're mending, where you're healing. I've been on a long road to have lost body power from the neck now 5 times over that last 20. I get what you're saying. I definitely get what you're saying. You have to walk, you have to just go through your process. You have to go through that, you know. Everybody's everyone has an individual process that they go through, and it's between them and between God. So it's a very, I don't want to say vertical, because everybody says vertical, but I don't really see it as vertical. I see it as very cyclical. It's very cyclical, you know? And that's the process you have to go through, because there's a message behind that that's going to be imparted to you, so that it can not only heal and transform you, but it can heal and transform other people as well. So I'm going to keep this scope short. But like I said, I'm following you. I enjoy this convo, but gotta go. Awesome. Thank you so much. I'll follow you back. But like I said, tonight I'm going to talk about transformation and that it happens in the dark. And I wrote a lot on that, but I'm going to try and keep it as short as possible. Tim, you back? You back, Tim? You was blabbing, unless there are no good blabs on. But yeah, so I'm going to keep this scope short. And see, I know you, Tim. And I'll see you guys later. Later on this evening. I don't know what time. Is that blab or scope? Tonight I'm going to do scope. I'm trying to limit my time on blab. I'm backing up from blab. I haven't blabbed at all today, so I'm so proud of myself. Yeah, but I'm going to scope tonight. I don't know what time, though. I'm going to try and do it for maybe 9 p.m. I'm going to scope around there. Maybe 9 or 10, probably 9. I got to wait till she's in bed. Otherwise, she's going crazy. And you can hear, like, all her music and her going, like, But, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'll see you guys tonight, probably at 9. And I'm going to talk about transformation. All right? So have a great afternoon, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.